guys, Dr. Christy Ennis. Welcome to Follow Me Friday, where motion is lotion. You need some light dumbbells today. We're going to work on some toning, some posture, and all while it's gentle on the joints. So let's get started with a little warm up. We're going to put the weights down, keep them close because you need them soon. Bring those feet about shoulder width apart, clasp those hands in front, squat it down, round it forward, and open. Squat, round, and open. And while we're warming up, I want to share something that's actually made a huge difference in how I recovered, and my family for that matter, and helps build strength in between, excuse me, my workouts. We're going to do a couple more here and move it on. You already know I train pretty regularly and I like to focus on recovery. Okay, you're going to step it out and reach it out. I'm really careful about what I put into my body. I also have some fun things too, but so many protein powders tend to be packed with artificial dyes and fillers and sweeteners and all the yucky stuff you don't want. That is why, though, I partnered with Transparent Labs. Ooh, I'm already getting out of breath. They've got grass-fed whey protein isolate, and I use it in the morning in my smoothies. I use it after workouts to recover. Each serving, come on out, has 28 grams of protein, sourced from 100% grass-fed cows, no artificial stuff, like I said, and junk. Third-party tested, which is awesome. My family and I have actually tried a bunch of the flavors. Today I've got the dark chocolate, and my son, my husband, and I haven't found one yet that we don't like. They are nice and smooth. They don't have that chalky flavor. Excuse me. And they're nice and gentle on your stomach for any of you guys that have digestive problems. One more like this. We're switching. So if you want to try it for yourself, you're going to click the link in the description box, scan the QR code for 10% off your order, plus free protein starter kit with 5 sample flavors and a shaker bottle. Woo, shaker bottle, just like that. All right, turn the other foot out. This one's pointing forward and reversing it. So we're really getting those hips open, that spine open. Should feel really good. You should be ready to get that posture, that strength, that mobility going even more in just a minute. Open up as much as you can with this. Here we go. One more, and then I'm going to grab my weights. All right, working on that balance too. So we're going to start with a little bicep curl as that knee comes up. We're going to cross it over. Woo, look at that stability. Maybe lack of, you never know. We're alternating legs here. So cross and open. Awesome. So working through the biceps, some of the shoulder muscles, obviously working on balance and stability, and even through some of those hip muscles too. You see, when we actually have to hold that balance, even the ankle muscles really have to work hard. If this feels like it's too much for you from a balance standpoint, go ahead and put that toe down so you're not standing just on that one leg. That's okay. If at any time you need to stop and take a break, also okay. You don't have to do these with weights either if it doesn't feel right. You want to feel like your muscles are working hard, but that you're not sore, right? So the goal is to feel a little bit of fatigue, like, oh my goodness, if I had to do a few more reps, it would be really hard, but I could still do it and do it with good form. We're going to do one more. We're going to go down back into that squat. Arms are going to come at a bit of an angle. And as I come up, I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades and bring those arms just to shoulder height because we're trying to protect our joints and keep everything safe. This is a great way for the shoulder to move. It's how it wants to move. So we're going to let it move that way. And it's okay if you can't squat far. Notice I can't certainly, right? You're still engaging and moving. I'm going to do 10 total. Here's 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring those weights right into the center. Stick with that squat, but this time bring that leg out to the side. Try to keep those toes pointing forward. There's 2, 3, getting our heart rates up. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, snap, crackle, pop, 9, 10, not there yet, keep going, 10, 9, squeeze those glutes, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring those legs even wider. Turn those toes out. We're going to come down into a plie. Let those knees follow those toes. From here, we're going to lift one heel and add a little punch forward. Whew. Balance, calves, inner thighs. Still those arms. 2. There's 3. We're going to do 20 total. 4, 5. If it's too much to lift those heels, just keep them down. That's okay. 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Stand up just for a second and come on back down. You're going to add a little pelvic tilt here. Looks funny, but really works in through those deeper abdominals and even through that back a little bit. So here's 4. We'll just do 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stand it on up. We're going to shift our weight off to one side. I'm going to start with this leg, and I'm going to lift it up a little bit and swing it forward, swing it back around. Definitely balance and range of motion in through that hip. That's 4. We're going to do 10 on each side. 5, really try to keep the standing leg steady. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch sides. Here we go. That's 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, pause at any time you need. 7, don't fall over. 8, 9, one more is 10. All right, we're gonna go into a reverse lunge. So drop that back knee. If that doesn't feel good, just keep that back leg straight. That's totally fine. You're gonna lift that knee up and now add a rotation. Lots of parts here. So if balance is a problem, just step it together, add that rotation. There's 2. Do the best you can, even if you just try with a little toe tap, that's fine too. 3, 4, my balance is a little off today, so I actually am gonna keep that toe down. There's 6, 10 on each side here. 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Good, switch sides. Then we have one more exercise. Step it back, woo! Step it back, my balance is worse on this side, go figure. Things shift day to day. 2, I do want you to keep good form. So if you're trying to do this with your balance and you're doing this, keep that toe down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, then one more standing exercise. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to stay facing this way. Keep those weights, shift those hips back so you're now in what we call a bit of a partial deadlift position. Little bend in those knees. You're going to squeeze into that shoulder blade, row up, add just a tiny rotation. Gets those muscles in the back even more. And we're alternating sides. 20 total, and then we're going on the ground. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, protect that neck too. 7, if the rotation is too much, just stick with the row, that's okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, it's a lot, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, last one, and let's grab our mats. All right, we're starting on our backs with our weights. We're not gonna end with weights though, so yay. All right, you're gonna come right up into a bridge. Tuck that tailbone, squeeze those glutes. Arms are going to come right overhead, and you're going to add a little tricep in right here. So just that forearm moves, and then bring those buns down. Back up, and tricep. So we're getting glutes and triceps. We got it in the whole body for sure today. Here's 3. Ending with abs, everybody's favorite. 4, 5, 10 total here. 6, 7, 3 more to go. 8, 9, 1 more is 10. Excellent. Okay. Very carefully bring those knees up. Make sure that you don't bloop your abs out or arch that spine. From here, we're going to do a little toe tap down, and one arm is going to go overhead. So it's tap down, come up. So if you can't tap all the way down without rocking that spine, don't go all the way down. Nothing says you have to do that. We want to keep good form. That's important. 6, 7. We're only going to do 10 total because we got lots. 9 and 10. Good. Okay. If you can, you're going to straighten those legs out. You're going to drop one leg, keep a bend in those elbows, and open up those arms. So you're only dropping again as far as you can without arching that spine. Here's 2, getting a little chest work and still those abs. 3, abs of steel. 4, or I don't know, abs of aluminum at least, right? 5, 6, 7. Again, 10 total here. 8, 9, and 10. Keep those legs up. You're going to add a little reach to the side. If it's comfortable on your neck, you're going to let that head come up. If not, just keep that head right down and still add that little reach. Think about leading with those obliques. There's 4, 5, still working those arms a little bit here too, right? 6, 7, and I'm going to keep my neck down for the rest, or my head. 2, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, get rid of those weights. Bye-bye. Bend those knees. Bring those arms out to the side if it's comfortable. You're going to try to keep that shoulder blade grounded on the opposite side as you rotate, and then squeeze it back to the middle. Opposite side. Rotate. That's 2. We're going to do 6 like this and then add on. 3, 4. Again, you're only going so far so that you don't lift that shoulder blade or fall over to the side. And 6. Good. Now, as you go to the side, this time you're going to add on. You're going to straighten those legs out. Get a little squeeze for those inner thighs and a nice stretch for those hamstrings. Remember, we're lengthening here at the same time as we're working on that strengthening. 6 total again. So there's 3. This should be a little harder. You can always stick with just those bent knees. 4, 5, and 6. Okay, hands behind that head. Keep those knees up as long as it feels okay. Now you're going to tap down and add just a tiny little crunch with it. If you need to, if this is too much, again, of course, just keep that head on the ground. Or if you need to, you can even just start on the ground with a little march. Notice I'm not lifting high though. I'm not irritating my spine. Hopefully. I lost count, talking too much, sorry. We're going to go with that being 8-ish, 9, and 10, almost there. We're going to add a little bicycle. That's going to be it. So you're going to straighten one leg out. Opposite elbow is going to turn towards that opposite knee, and you're leading from those abdominals. Don't yank that elbow. That doesn't help. That, right, uses the head and the neck. You probably make that noise too if you just did that. So there's 3, 10 total, and then we are done. 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 3, 2, and 1. Thanks for moving with me today, guys.